Hi, I am a 16-year-old who has just recently started monk mode, and I've never thought that in just a couple of weeks my life could change this much. I've never felt so productive, I've never been so healthy and lonely at the same time in my life. Today I'm going to give you the best advice on how to start monk mode and how to change your life too. At the end of the video is the best advice for teenagers, so stick around for that. Step numero uno. Get rid of the junk in your life. I'm hoping that your first thought wasn't getting rid of yourself. The reason why you can't read a book and why you can't meditate for more than 10 minutes is because you have fried attention span. How do you expect to read a book for 10 minutes when you can't even watch a 1-minute video? The problem is that you're arrogant. You have too big expectations of yourself, and we have to get rid of those instantly. The first easiest step to start fixing your brain is to just get rid of all of the social medias. This is probably the point where your brain is going to have a mental breakdown. You're going to start making excuses for yourself, like you only use Instagram for texting. But just between us, let's be honest, you don't use Instagram for just texting. Once you realize that all of these social medias are like very childish, and the fact that only our generation scrolls on this shit for hours on end, then you'll start to realize that maybe it isn't so healthy to watch the same type of bullshit content for 5 hours straight. It's time to make a change in your life, because that's what the monk mode is all about, representing a change, a new beginning in your life. The first easiest step is to get rid of all of your social medias. Try to disregard all of the pussy excuses that you're going to make while following this step, and just delete everything without an exception. Also, get rid of all of the junk food. The food that you put into yourself is going to be the fuel for your body, and that's why you need to get rid of like the chocolates, the burgers, the cocaine, the candy. It's essential that you first fix the faulty component inside of your circuit, which is your brain at the current moment. And the way you can do that is by getting rid of all of the junk in your life that is basically just a distraction. Which leads us onto our next point. Step numero dos. Purpose. I don't know how that actually leads us onto the next point, but I just thought it sounded cool. So yeah, monk mode is a period of your life that involves extreme focus and a bit of an extreme lifestyle where you kind of like sacrifice all of the fun in order for your future self to have a better future. I want you to get a piece of paper and write down 10 goals that if you were to achieve by the end of the year, you would be satisfied. Yeah, like right now, do it, bitch. Now, after you've done this, you should have 10 goals in front of you. And I want you to cross out all of the ones that don't really have your sympathy, that don't really draw your heart out. Now you just kind of have to have a feel for this, but while you were writing down those 10 goals, you already had a few in mind where you were like, okay, like these ones are my main ones. So cross every other one out and you should be left with around 1 to 3 goals. I should congratulate you, but I'm not going to, and instead I'll say that you have to find the tasks that are correlated to achieving your goals. I did this exercise about 1 year ago, and I wrote down that I wanted to become a YouTuber. So I thought about the biggest tasks that I could do to fulfill that dream, and those are recording a video, scripting the video, editing the video. Like these are the main tasks, these are the biggest ones that contribute the most to my goals. So whatever your purpose is, figure out what the biggest tasks are that if you do them, you will contribute the most to your goals. After you've done this, we're going to split your day up into sections, and what we're going to do is put these main tasks in the deep work block. Deep work is when you are in a focused state while you do your work and nothing can take you off your game. You're fully invested and immersed into the task that you are doing. And then we have the shallow work, which I like to just call little bitch work. For me, who makes YouTube videos, my shallow work is like editing, coming up with video ideas, making the thumbnail, title. These are all things that I could do even while I'm half asleep. So figure out what your shallow tasks are, what are the things that contribute to your goals but they just don't have like that massive impact, and space them throughout the day whenever you please, basically. Then we also have the non-negotiables. Now the non-negotiables are non-negotiables. You have to do these every single day. There's 4 habits that are written down, which is meditation, reading, cold exposure, and gym. And these are going to help you to improve your life. Like this is basically just the bread and butter of self-improvement. Everyone knows these habits, but you most likely haven't done like any of these in a while. Like let's be honest, bro, the last time that you meditated probably about like 2 months ago. Now that you know what's what, you need to fill up your whole day with these tasks. So my best advice is that you do the main tasks at the forefront of your day, because that's when you have the most energy points. And also if you just get these out of the way first, then you have time to rest by the end of the day. Then you have the shallow work, which is basically the little bitch work. And you kind of want to do these in like little bursts, so don't go overboard. Just do like a 30-minute period where you kind of do the shallow work and then like rest a few hours and then do it again. And the rest of the time when you are not contributing to your goals, you should contribute to yourself. So what I would recommend you do is fill up your day with a lot of habits. So when you have your free time, instead of just literally doing nothing, meditate for 10 minutes or read for an hour. So this is how you can add these non-negotiables into your routine. Just add a lot of them or add a few of them, but do them for longer times. Step numero 3. This is the best advice for teens, as I promised, and this is to wake up early. Now you're probably already used to this thanks to school, because you already have to wake up at inhumane times. Now the good thing about waking up early is that you're not going to have really a single notification and no one's going to be awake in your house, so you'll be free to do whatever you want, and that's when you have like the most energy points in the morning, so you can focus on your tasks at hand. You're also fasted in the morning, which is like way better for work because you're more concentrated and you have more energy. This is why I think you should put your deep work blocks into the morning, because that's when you have the most energy and it will be easiest to get you into that flow state in the morning. I also recommend that you implement some flow state habits into the morning when you wake up early. Now flow state habits are habits that get you into the flow state. It's quite simple actually. When I wake up at 5 a.m, I make my bed, I take a cold shower, and then I meditate for 10 minutes. And then after that, I start to record my videos. And the reason I go through this whole sequence instead of just getting to work right away is because these habits help to put me into the flow state. I'll tell you from personal experience that it is really difficult to wake up at 5 a.m. every single morning, and it is difficult to get to work instantly pretty much. Before you consider going into this monk mode, just consider the fact that you're going to have to give up time with friends. You're going to have to give up time with your family, because that's what this takes. This takes sacrifice. No one said it was going to be easy, and it isn't easy. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Peace out.